Phobias. Fears. Last night as Shelby was getting ready to come over to our house, one of the things we had to prepare was a night light, because our granddaughter has a fear of the dark. After all, there are creatures and monsters. And we explained to her, since she's been to Disneyland, that girl she met was not really Cinderella, but somebody with a Cinderella costume. Just like Shelby wore a Rapunzel costume at Halloween. In fact, one of my former students is Snow White at Disneyland. Not the real Snow White, because the real Snow White is a make-believe character. And in the same way, when we turn off the light, our imagination creates make-believe monsters and creatures that seem so very real. Yet if the light's on, we discover there's nothing to fear. Yet people have all kinds of phobias and fears. There are people who are afraid of snakes, people who are afraid of spiders, people who are afraid of any kind of bug. That's me. I'd face a wild animal before I'd chase something that skitters on the floor. John Madden, former coach of the Oakland Raiders, NFL commentator, spokesperson for Tough Actin' Tenactin, and a few other products, is afraid of flying. He travels everywhere in this oversized bus. Johnny Depp, Captain Jack Sparrow, is afraid of spiders. Drew Barrymore has claustrophobia, the fear of Santa Claus. No, I'm just kidding. The fear of closed spaces. Everybody has something that gives you the heebie-jeebies. And in our gospel lesson, the disciples were admiring the temple and how magnificent it was. And Jesus pointed out to them that a day was coming when all that would come tumbling down. He even promised that some of them would suffer for their faithfulness to him. Yet in all that, Jesus reminds us that he is with us, and that what happens in this life is nothing compared to the life we have ahead of us. Let's join in singing our next hymn.